right here in our farm, and as you can see, I'm trying to do some fencing so that the animals can't cross to this other side, you know. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. Yes, right here, this is what we call a hammer, guys. That's what it looks like. In Swahili we call it nyundo, and that is what I was using to to drive the nails, and it's strong, guys, you know, so the animals can't cross here. Yes, and as you can see, this is our farm. You can see the crops have already grown, because guys, I'm done with fencing. Let me put this hammer somewhere here. Even here I have a panga. Yes, so let me show you a bit. Let me just give you an update of what is happening here. Guys, you can see these lines, the way they appear, very straight. You might think people are using what do we call it? People are using like tractors or machines to plow or to make the lines here. No, they don't use that at all. We don't use it even in the village. People only use tractors when they are farming, like for the first time, you know, you want to make the soil loose, and then the rest you do it with oxen, or you can use the hoe. Yes, you have a lot of people making holes with the hoe, and then you come and plant. So we planted some maize and beans this time around. Also, we do intercropping a lot here in the village. We need to come and do the spraying for the, you know, the I don't know if they are the armyworms or the caterpillars, but I believe these are the caterpillars that feeds on the leaves. Yes, for sure. With the maize, everything is okay. Guys, you can imagine someone used a oxen to make the lines here. I think I've done videos showing you the same, guys. You just go and check it out. I've done videos showing you how we plow with the use of oxen or the bulls, and they appear to be the lines appear to be very, very, very straight. Yes, and also one advantage with the bulls or the oxen, they are affordable. You can actually hire someone if they have a bull. For example, for us, we have a bull. Actually, we need to train it, and then they're gonna plow maybe in the next season. So you can hire someone with a bull. They come with the bulls, and they plow itself, and then they plow for you the land, and then you pay them. But it's not like a lot. A farm like this can go for, like, let's say $6. It depends. And also in making lines, it's much easier, maybe $4.50. It depends. But maybe in some places, people, if you're plowing a lot of land, for example, you need to have like let's say $30, and you're good to go. But for tractors, if you have huge pieces of land, maybe you need at close to $100, and they do the same job. Yes, so I think everything is fine here, guys. Everything is fine. I'm actually grazing. Our cows are grazing up here. Also, there are sheep here grazing. I brought them today because I usually leave them at home whenever I go to graze. So today, because I was grazing around home, I decided to bring them. But as time goes, I'm going to take them along with the cows. Yes, because now we don't have like people harvesting. People are done harvesting, and right now people just graze from their home, or where they, you know, they leave the pasture to grow. Yes, so that's everything looks like, guys. I don't know if you can see very well. That's how a village farm looks like, you know. These are way of life, guys, in the village of Africa, or in the villages of Africa, Kenya. Yeah. So I think the beans are doing good. It's only maybe we need to do some spraying, you can tell, but these ones, they are okay. Look like this. Yeah. Wow. Some trees also growing there. You can hear the bells coming from the cows, the cowbell. I don't know if you do practice that in your countries where you come from. Do your cows there have got bells? Yeah, do they? Even here you can have sheep having the bell, even goats. Yeah, but it's not like the big ones. They are small. Yeah, designed for the sheep or the goats. Guys, look, I think I need to also show you this napier grass here, the way they are doing. You see, now I have a lot of like feeds. I remember I did some videos collecting the animal feeds, the napier grass. I think it was early this year, or actually last year, I think. And I'd shown you. So this, after we did collect the napier grass, all of them, now we left them to, actually it was early this year. You can now see they are now picking up, they are growing, and they are very tall. This is hay, guys. This is hay. This is how it looks like. We had planted it here like, I don't know how many years ago, so many years ago, and they are still here. Yes. So I was even thinking maybe in the farm up there where cows are grazing, we need to do some some lines and then plant the hay. Yes, guys. Also here there is finger millet. These are other farm here. There is finger millet growing here. That's how it looks like. Let me show you guys. That's how it looks like. This is finger millet growing. This finger millet growing here. I don't know if you can see the lines. Like for example here there are a lot. Look. Look guys. Here there are a lot. These are finger millet, guys. If you go to the stores, maybe in big cities like Nairobi, to get a millet flour, this is how it looks like when in the farm. Farmers have to toil and moil so that this can reach the supermarket shelves. Guys, that is how life is. That is how life is, guys. Farmers have to toil so that this finger millet you see growing here, they're gonna reach the shelves of big supermarket and stores somewhere in Kenya or around the world. I don't know. Maybe we do export some finger millet out there. But that's how it looks like. Basically, this is the update of what is happening in the village. Finger millet, guys. Finger millet growing. That is how it grows, basically. Yes, you can see they do grow like grass. So one of the hardest things, okay, one of the challenges that people face with finger millet of late, I can say, okay, like for years, it has been weeding. Let's say when it comes to weeding, it's no joke. It's it's a serious task, you know. Guys, you can imagine weeding for a grass. I think this is garden pea here. Guys, you can imagine weeding for a grass, you know, because they grow like the grass. So you have to take your time. You don't want to rush like when you are weeding for maize or beans. No, you don't want to do that because you'll mess the entire farm. Yes. But it's one of the healthiest, I can say, foods that one can grow in their farms or on their farms, you know. Very organic. You don't apply any chemicals. But there's a way that people nowadays do actually. They spray with what we call weed killers. I don't know these chemicals. They call them Roundup. Guys, I don't really like that idea of Roundup. You know, people need to go organic. People need to go organic. For example, you don't need to, like, for example, you know, these are pigweeds. These are vegetables growing. That's how it looks like, guys. So these are how they grow. These vegetables. These are pigweeds. These are when they are young. I don't know, in Jamaica we call them callalus. I don't know if that is the term. These are how they look like when they're growing. So people, when they want to control these weeds, instead of coming to like work here, like do weeding, bring the chemicals and spray the Roundup. You know, that one depletes the soil over time. You know, the fertility, the humus, the living, you know, the matter, the living organisms, microorganisms in the soil. And also I can say it destroys the soil structure in a way. Yes. So this is how the napier grass are doing, guys. They are very tall. Look, in some place, for example, here they are very tall because I can say they are very close to where Rocky. This is my beautiful dog right here. I'm trying to call him to come. We were together up there. You can see he's right there. Rocky is one of my, you know, I can say it's my beautiful pet. I really love Rocky. Also Simba, they are amazing. Yes. So as I'm saying, guys, you can see over here they grow very tall, simply because it's next to this mtaro here, this section. So you see grass growing, heading there. Yes. You can see down here they are still picking. Even heading the other side, they are still picking. Guys, it's just the entire farm. It's full of napier grass. I don't know if I can be able to walk inside here even and show you. Let me just give you a glimpse of how it looks like. Guys, tell me for how long am I going to feed these napier grass to our animals? And it's not like it's short. They are tall, guys. Let me walk inside here and show you. Oh my God! It's like a farm of cane sugar. Also, don't forget, guys, we had planted some avocados. That's how it looks like, if you can see. Guys, I'm using my rear camera of late, if you have noticed, because it's super clear, guys. It's super clear. I don't need to say a lot with my front camera. Guys, look, I can actually hide here, and you'll rarely see me, guys. You'll rarely see me. So this is our way of life, guys, here in the village. If you have a piece of land, huge piece of land, you just grow your animal feeds there. You not instead like, oh, where will I get animal feed for my cows? No, plant napier grass, and you let me know. You tell me, like for example, right now we are going to feed this napier grass to our cows for the next, let's say, 3 to 5 months from now. And in that period of time, people will have already started to like harvest beans, finger millet, because they do mature quite fast. And you know, we'll be finishing also with our napier grass, and then we'll leave them to grow as we feed our animals on farms where crops have been harvested. That's how it goes here in the village. That's how it flows. So right here, they are short because this is the area that they collected like last. I'd collected them coming this way, and then I went like this, and then I finished somewhere there. Yes, so those you see, they're still picking. But I remember I came and do weeding all over here, because I remember we used not to have the grass growing till here, so I had to dig here and plant some. You can tell they're now picking up. I don't know, guys, if you can see. Look at these guys. Oh my God, look. This is a mushroom. It's edible. And this is an avocado here. This is an avocado, guys. This is an avocado. So I think I need to leave this mushroom to grow big. This is edible. And nowadays things like this don't grow because people are using a lot of chemicals in their farms. Guys, I'm happy because it still grows in our farm. Yes, and we have been enjoying some days back. You know, when you plow like this area here, they grow here. They like growing in this area. I don't know why. Yes. Since I planted the napier grass here, I plowed this area, they started to like grow. Yes. So you can see they're doing well. So maybe I'll come and collect and show you, maybe even through a shot when it becomes big. It feels like even this entire area here. But because you have like avocado here, I don't know how it's gonna be, but it will just grow. Yeah. So that is it. I think there are also there are other avocados here, like this one, you can tell. Wow. So it's a big farm. So we're going to collect this for the next, let's say 3 to 5 months. Every day we feed it to our animals. And also we have the dry maize cobs, maize stalks, not maize cobs. We have the dry maize stalks that we're going to also give to the animals. Even I've put some over there. Maybe we can try to zoom in. You can see a huge sack. Those are animal feeds right there. So for me, I'm not going to cry that there is no animal feed. We are ready to go. Maybe for the next even 6 months, we are okay. But at most 5 months, you know, at most, and at least maybe 3-4 months. Yes. Anyways, I can hear even the cows. They are not moving. They are full, guys. There's a lot of grass up there where we graze the animals, because we had left that area to grow, for the grass to grow. Yeah. And guys, also I have like these animals that I don't really like. Let me show you. So these are challenges that we go through as farmers. Let me show you this, guys. I don't know guys, you can see that. So this is what we call a mole. I once went live a few days ago and someone told me, Clinton, which animal do you fear most? I say I don't really fear any animal, but the animals I don't really like, and I don't really like the moles. They're the ones that have done this, you know. Yeah, so that's how it looks like. You know, they mess up and the grass will turn the color, it will dry up. So this is just it's not going to be used anyway because it's dry already. It will not continue to like grow like the others are doing. So let me just slowly go up here, and then I keep looking after the cows because right now I'm home. I'm also helping my parents because right now my brothers have opened school, they're at school, and I'm home, guys. I'm home, so I gotta help my parents to work, do farm work, look after the cows, guys. I can't differentiate myself in 2025. Okay, I can't actually see any big change maybe in my life right now, and maybe right now in 2025, and maybe back in 2010, because what I'm doing right now, for example, fencing, I used to do that when I was like 10 years or 9 years back then. And even looking after the cows, we used to do it. You know, for me, when I started looking after the cows while around 7 years, 6, 7 there, 5, 6, 7, you can go look after the cows, and we are used to it. So, and personally, I really love that doing such activities because I grew up doing it. So it can't be something hard for me. Yes. Anyways, that is it, guys. I don't think there's much. Right behind me, guys, you can see this. Okay, sorry guys, my camera went off, and there's this plant that I wanted to show you here. Let me show you this one. I don't know if you can see it, guys. Let me try to get it as it looks like. Let me even hold my phone well so that it doesn't save the video. So that is how it looks like. This is a plant here in our local Maasai language. We call it saboliot. That's how it looks like. I don't know, in Kisi, maybe Ekegusi, you call it meroka, but for us, sabolioti. So this is how the plant looks like. This plant serves a lot of purposes. For example, guys, this plant is useful. For example, it's medicinal. And for example, let's say you have like something that maybe you are working somewhere, you accidentally hit yourself, maybe on your leg with a hoe or a djembe or a hammer. You go, take this plant, put it on fire, it gets warm, and then you apply it where you have like the burn. Okay, not like the burn, the swelling. It will slowly like disappear. You know, this is medicine. I think also people use it like for stomach medicine. I don't know, guys. But something very interesting is, do you know that, guys, you can actually grow your own tissue paper? This can be used as a tissue paper. This plant is the way you see it, like this. Yes, and it's the best because but mostly in rural areas. But guys, imagine using this in big cities, you know. I don't know if it applies, but maybe it's there. For sure it is there. There are people who actually use this till today. Yeah, very true. So this is a natural tissue paper. This is a plant which can serve as a tissue paper. And for example, let's say you have like a running nose, you have a cold or a flu, you can actually use this to like blow your nose when you have a running nose. So in the village, you don't really need a lot of like chemicals. For example, you know, tissue papers, maybe you never know how they are processed. They have got maybe some chemicals, they have got some maybe side effects on their own. Also taking medicines for stomach or maybe for painkillers. Maybe if you have an injury, maybe you hit yourself on the nail or on your leg. Instead of using those painkillers, medicines that are processed, you just come, get this, put them on the fire to eat, to get warm a little bit, and then they maybe turn a little bit dry. Then just slightly put it on where you have the injury, you got the injury, you know, it will just heal. So guys, that is how simple life is here in the village. People don't really you know, people don't really strain, or you know, makes things so complicated. You know, people just flow with the vibe. That is maybe how I can describe life here in the village. Yes, and I don't know guys, maybe in your countries if they grow there. My friends from Jamaica, if you're watching me from Jamaica, the US, the likes of Miss Rubies, Mama Rubies, Aulerias, thank you so much, my very good my good friend from the US, and many others. I do have a lot of friends, friends from India, friends from the US, Europe, the UK. Frederick Uzokwe in the UK, does it grow there, or do you use it for any purpose, or does it grow in your home country, maybe where you come from? Yes, so anyways guys, that is it. You can see guys, we really need to come and work on this. Maybe in this coming days I'll see what I'll do. So these are legumes guys, they are dicotyledon, and this is monocotyledon. So people practice intercropping in most cases, and they do proper weeding. For us, we don't use the Roundup or the chemical that kills the weeds. We just weed for the crops the way it is, using hoe. That is the best way you can do. But using shortcuts, I think shortcuts, they never help at all. For example, if you're doing math and you use some shortcuts, you cook the answers and it's right, and then the method is wrong, automatically it's a wrong answer, you know. Even if the answer is 45 and you got 45, but you use some shortcuts, you know, it won't work. The same applies even to farming. You just have to flow with the vibe the way it is, you know. And yeah, that is it guys. I don't know, let me know tricks to survive guys in an African village. Tricks to survive in an African village. Let me know guys, let me get to know, and maybe we're gonna see you tomorrow, and we'll be live. So I think this video is being filmed on Thursday, and it will be dropping on Thursday. So stick around, and maybe the video will be going out at around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Thank you guys, and we're gonna see you for the next adventures. Ciao.